All right. Good afternoon. Is everybody ready? Good afternoon. Thank you all for being here. We are here to talk about a man by the name of Zymire Hughes. Zymire Hughes, we believe, whose mugshot you see over here, is the guy in the mask. He's the one who has been running around in Center City, scaring people, terrifying people. He also has a warrant for his arrest. If Zymire Hughes was trying to scare people, make them run, who's scared now? Who's running now? We have reason to know that Zymire Hughes is trying to avoid a warrant for his arrest on misdemeanor and felony charges in relation to only one of what we understand to be many victims. And part of the reason we are here is to ask for people who have been victimized by Zymire Hughes to come forward. We want their cases too. And if necessary, we want warrants for his arrest on their cases too. But we are also here not just to ask for his victims to come forward, but we are here to ask that people in the community who know where Zymire Hughes is hiding, who know how to find Zymire Hughes, or who witnessed things or have information that will help lead to his apprehension by the Philadelphia police and the federal marshals, we want them to come forward as well. So before I get into introducing the folks who are here and we get into some details, some video, some photographs relating to the case, let me just say this. This office cares deeply about people being bullied, victimized, frightened in every section of the city. Yes, this has gotten a lot of attention. It occurred in Center City. There are a lot of cameras in Center City, but we care about the victimization of people in every section of this city, as I know the Philadelphia Police Department does as well. We want to find out whatever it is this man or anybody else who wants to engage in this kind of criminal behavior has done, where they have done it, when they have done it, against whom they have done it, and who has seen it, and who can bring us to them. Again, you think it's funny to scare people? Well, get ready to get scared by us, because we got the handcuffs, we got the jail cell, we got the Philly jury that's going to tell you it's not funny at all. You think it's funny to make people run? Get your sneaks, because that's what Zymire Hughes is doing right now. Mr. Big and Bad is on the run. We're not having it in this city. We are not tolerating it. Philadelphia Police Department is not tolerating it. We are not tolerating it. We're not tolerating it in any neighborhood in this city, period. And all of you in the community, all of the good people, the good residents of Philadelphia, I'm going to ask you to do a thing. Get your info and call 215-686-3093 or 94. That is the Central Detective Division. 215-686-3093 or 94. That's the Central Detective Division, primarily tasked with this investigation. We have with us Captain Jason Smith from Central Detectives, who's been working very heavily on this case. He's going to give you a bunch of details in a moment. We also have with us today Brett Zakosian, who is the chief of the Municipal Court Unit of the Philadelphia District Attorney's Office, who has looked into this quite a bit. He's my subject matter expert when I have questions I cannot answer. And I want to make sure that we keep on track, because I know some of you have a 4 o'clock deadline to be out front and to be broadcasting. So without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Captain Jason Smith of Central Detectives to provide some details about what is occurring in this case, and then I'll get up and say a few more words and we'll take some questions.
Thank you, Dia. Thank you all for being here. It's much appreciated. So first I'd like to thank my investigative team. I had 3 investigators within my unit working around the clock since last Friday, since we became aware of this series of incidents. So this occurred over a relatively short time span from approximately 5:01, 5:02. This was on the early morning hours of August 12th, Wednesday, August 12th. And it culminated with the suspect entering the suburban station at 5:35 a.m. So again, going back to the beginning, 5:01, 5:02 a.m., that's when he approaches, at least to the best of our knowledge, the first person. And this is going to be at the intersection of 10th and Chestnut. So let me see if that is what's going to be playing here. So I think it already played, but in this clip, you could see the victim is absolutely terrified of Mr. Hughes, crouches down with his hands up in a pleading motion. Again, this individual has not stepped forward yet, so we don't know exactly what was said. Here it is. But it's readily apparent that this individual is certainly in fear of their life. So then Mr. Hughes proceeds to make his way down Chestnut Street, harassing additional people around 11th and Chestnut, 12th and Chestnut, and he's in the 1300 block of Chestnut. And by our best estimate, he approximately attempts to harass and engage in this type of behavior with 15 to 16 individuals. And it's going to culminate with this incident that you see to my right. This is when he starts chasing after our complainant, who's attempting to spend her Wednesday morning jogging around City Hall. So when he's going after another male when he spots her right here. That's when he begins to follow her. And then ultimately he gets in front of her, makes that statement to her, "Are you ready to die?" She's startled. He repeats that phrase. She turns around, runs away from him, and in the process she severely injures one of her legs. And it's going to require extensive medical treatment, from what I understand, in order to treat the injuries that she sustained. After that incident, that's when he goes in the suburban station. Again, at approximately 5:35 a.m., he goes down there. He's wearing his mask at that time. All right, that's what we were just looking at. That's where he went into a Dunkin' Donuts on the 1300 block of Chestnut Street. All right, that's their suburban station. So again, you can see he's walking around with the mask, and eventually he's going to be spotted by two sets of police officers. They yell to him to remove his mask. He does remove his mask. You see, he's attempting to the best of his ability to conceal his identity. I think he's drinking a Red Bull, and he's pulling the mask up underneath that Chucky-style Halloween mask. He's got a black COVID-style mask underneath of that, which he never removes. So after the SEPTA police officer spot him, they tell him to take the mask off, and then he does his best to avoid them. But in the process, before they spot him, he is running around attempting to engage other people and scare them down in suburban station as well. So there he is, and you're going to see the SEPTA police officers, I believe, come into frame shortly after this. There we go. So, to make a long story short, the SEPTA police officers follow him around. Eventually, he does successfully evade them, makes it back up to the surface. From there, at the intersection of 15th and JFK Boulevard, he's able to get on the Route 33 bus. This is approximately 5:59 a.m. He then takes the Route 33 bus up to the intersection of 23rd and Venango Street, and this is going to be right around right around the corner from an apartment complex that he lives in on the 2200 block of Venango. So there's pictures of him on the bus. Then he had placed the Chucky-style mask into his backpack, and he's leisurely taking a bus ride back home. So once he gets off the bus, makes his way, we follow him into the apartment complex, and subsequently we recovered video from that apartment complex, which is going to show him leaving that apartment complex. I'm sorry, he's going to be coming down the elevator approximately 2:15 a.m. on the morning of the 12th. This time he stops into a common area where we get good shots of him, and he is not wearing a mask. So this is one of the ways in which we were able to identify him. We have a total of 3 identifications. One was made by one of those SEPTA police officers. Grateful to him. The two other individuals, I'm not going to disclose who they were. So once he comes down that elevator, 2:15 a.m., approximately 2:20 a.m., he leaves that location, and he's observed getting onto the Route 33 bus and taking that into Center City. So I guess at this point in time, I can open it up to questions.
Thank you, Captain. I appreciate it. Just a final comment. We'll go straight to questions after that. So, I want to say it again. We care about this kind of conduct, whatever neighborhood it occurs in. We care about the people who live in all of those neighborhoods. I want people to understand here, this ain't just about Center City. This is about the whole city. There may be people who think this is somehow enjoyable. It's also criminal, and we're coming for you. So think twice. Young people who are on social media, who want to get some kind of following, some kind of clout, whatever it may be. We're not sure about motivations here, but the motivations could possibly include trying to take video of people being terrified for the purpose of attracting attention on social media. Well, you can brag about it in jail. You can do that. If you're thinking about doing it, think again. Think again. Do not do this to your neighbors. Do not do this to people who live near you. We will catch you. The police will catch you. The federal marshal will catch you. Even if you run, we will hold you accountable. It ain't worth it. There is nobody in the world who should be trying to imitate what this scared man who's running is doing now. He's a punk. I mean, that's the bottom line. He's a punk. A lot of people for no good reason, and we're not going to tolerate it. Channel 3, CBS, Ross DiMattei. Yes. I'll get to all of you. I don't mean to cut you off.
It seems like this mass may have chances to harm victims or try to rob them. Do you think his whole intention is to just try to scare people for attention on social media?
Captain, do you want to address that?
Sure can, sir. Yeah, so I believe that he was doing this purely for social media content. There wasn't an attempt by himself to lay hands on anyone. He didn't brandish any weapon, although in the case of the jogger, he did have his right arm behind his back, implying that he had a weapon, but at no point in time did he furnish a weapon. So to the best of our knowledge, there were no other injured parties other than the jogger. And again, yes, I think he filmed this for social media content, either A, for his own sick personal amusement, or B, he had plans of posting it online at some point and possibly monetizing it.
Any further questions, Mr. DiMattei? No. All right. John Paul, Channel 6 ABC.
Yeah, question about his whereabouts. Why do you believe that he may have fled from Pennsylvania? And to be clear, have you recovered any videos at all that he may have posted that he's done anything like this in the past?
I'm going to once again let the captain answer that. Understand that when you're trying to catch somebody, we don't actually need to notify them of every step because we're trying to catch them. And we also want to make sure that any police who go to apprehend him will be safe. So we may not be able to say everything.
All right, sir. So to my surprise, so far we've identified 3 social media accounts associated with him. 2 are TikTok accounts. One's going to be an Instagram account. and we have not uncovered anything in his past postings which would be similar in nature to this. And I'm sorry, there was another part to that question?
Has he ever done anything like this in the past? Have you looked through his record? Has he ever done anything similar?
Not to our knowledge. I think you wanted to know why we think he's fled.
Yeah.
All right, so he has a tendency, we received information, he has a tendency to travel back and forth to the West Coast, California, the LA area, but also Las Vegas. And these would be for employment reasons.
Anything else, Mr. Paul? All right, Channel 10, NBC, Shayra Arias. Just left?
She was asking about his criminal record.
About his criminal record?
And then I was also asking what the charges will be.
And I'll tell you as much as I can. Please understand, though, I intend to take this man to a jury trial, and I have to be careful that we don't pollute the jury panel by telling them things now that they would not be able to know during a trial. But the short version of this is that he is currently on probation for a crime he committed in Montgomery County. That probation is being supervised in Philadelphia. This is a potential violation of that probation, and we've already taken steps so that upon apprehension, a detainer for that probation would apply. He does have other contacts in the system. However, I would say the most noteworthy is the one for which he's already on probation. In terms of, I'm sorry, what was the rest of the question? What charges? He's going to face felony and misdemeanor charges in relation to the one complainant who has come forward fully, and that is the woman who was jogging and who ended up pretty severely injuring herself trying to run away from him. Those charges will include assault and other charges, but they'll be both felony and misdemeanor, and we'll be happy to explain it to him when he stops running and we catch him on that warrant. All right, let me see. Jen Joyce, Channel 29 Fox. I'm going to ask Captain Smith if he wants to answer that again.
I'm going to ask you to repeat the question, please. So we're still in the process of recovering additional video because we received information that he packed his bags and he left approximately 2 nights ago. And he packed his bags and he left that location approximately 2 nights ago. So we're attempting to confirm that information via video, bus routes, flights, things of that nature. For employment. That's correct.
All right, are there any other questions at this time? Well, in that case, thank you all for attending, and I know some of you have to get down to the street for 4 o'clock.
Oh, Spanish. Give me a little something in Spanish, please.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Estamos aquí para anunciar una orden de cadeo, o en inglés, arrest warrant, de parte de este señor aquí, Zymire Hughes, quien es el tipo que molestaba a la gente vestido con una máscara.